Hello, and welcome to the Student Health Service International Students Requirements presentation. My name is Megan, and today I will be sharing with you the details regarding the required international student screening appointment, as well as the other services offered at Student Health Service. All international students are required to schedule an international student screening appointment within Student Health Service. Details regarding this appointment will be shared with you in this presentation, but can also be found on our website under the International Students page found under the Need an Appointment heading. We ask that you schedule this screening appointment within 1 to 2 weeks of your arrival at ndsu. Scheduling instructions and specific screening dates can be found on the International Student page mentioned above. We know that some students arrive late, so we understand that these screening dates may not apply to all international students. But the important thing to note is that this appointment is required within 1 to 2 weeks of arrival on campus. Many students ask if their insurance will cover the costs associated with the International Student Screening Appointment. If you are carrying the United Healthcare Student Resources Insurance Policy, then yes, these costs are covered at 100% as well as any required immunizations. If you applied for an insurance waiver and will be carrying a different insurance policy, you will need to check with your insurance company to determine if they will cover the costs associated with these services. Even if that plan does not cover the cost, you are still required to follow through with the screening appointment. Insurance coverage for other services rendered will follow the details outlined in your insurance policy. If you do not have your insurance information yet, that's okay. You should still schedule your international student screening appointment and then send us the insurance information once you have it. Student Health will send a list of students who have scheduled their appointment to the international office to help with insurance enrollment. The student should then receive their insurance information within 1 to 2 business days. If you do not have your insurance information, you will have up to 3 business days after your scheduled appointment to provide the insurance information. If no insurance information is received within 3 business days, charges will be sent to your student account. However, please note that if you need more time to provide us with your insurance information, please communicate that with our office. For students carrying the United Healthcare Student Resources Plan, please make note of your effective date. Your effective date can be found on the International Student and Study Abroad Services website or on your insurance card if you have it. If you receive healthcare services prior to the effective date, your insurance will not pay for those services. Fall semester insurance typically is effective as of August 16th, and spring semester insurance typically is effective as of January 1st, but make sure to double check with your specific policy. What can you expect to happen at your international student screening appointment? The first part of the international student screening appointment is to screen students for tuberculosis, also known as TB. Any student who has lived in or traveled to a high-risk country for longer than 30 days will be required to receive TB testing. Our testing is done through a blood test called quantiferon. If a student receives testing and the results are negative, no further action is needed. However, if a student receives testing and the results are positive, the student is required to schedule a TB follow-up appointment for further evaluation. If a student has not lived in or traveled to a high-risk country for longer than 30 days, then no TB testing is necessary. Please note, we do not accept TB testing from outside the United States. The second part of the international student screening appointment is to be screened for immunizations. NDSU has immunization requirements that apply to all students, both domestic and international. These requirements include 2 doses of measles, mumps, rubella, also known as the MMR vaccine. This series must start after the age of 1 and be at least 28 days apart. The second requirement is the meningitis vaccination. This applies to all students who are 21 years of age and younger. If you are 22 or older, this does not apply to you. Please note, there are two types of meningitis vaccination. One that protects against the 4 strains, A, C, W, Y, and one that protects only against the B strain. We require a dose that protects against the 4 strains, A, C, W, Y. If you are missing any of these requirements, we can provide these to you during your international student screening appointment. If you have copies of your immunization, they must be translated into English, include the student's full name and date of birth, and the date of each individual vaccination. Records must also have the name of the facility where vaccinations were received or the signature of the healthcare professional who administered each dose. If possible, we also prefer for your NDSU student ID number to be included. When in doubt, please provide us with your documentation and we can determine if it is acceptable. Copies of your immunization records can be sent to us through the Student Health Portal via email to ndsu.immunizations@ndsu.edu, or you may bring physical copies to your international student screening appointment. If you have any questions regarding any of this information, please contact us via email at ndsu.immunizations@ndsu.edu or by calling 701-231-7331. What will happen if a student does not complete the required appointments? We will communicate with you via secure message through the Student Health Portal or by email regarding any steps that need to be taken. Please make sure to check your secure messages and email often to ensure you're not missing anything. It's important that you follow through with all appointment requirements. Students who fail to schedule their screening appointment or who do not follow through with any follow-up appointments will receive a registration hold on their account. If a student is a late arrival, please communicate with Student Health Service so that we can make note of this on your account that you're not yet on campus and prevent any unnecessary holds from being placed on your account. What other services are available at Student Health Service while you're on campus? Student Health Service is the campus clinic and pharmacy, and we are available to provide medical services to students while they are at NDSU. Some common reasons students may need to seek care include cold, flu, fever, sore throat, abdominal pain, injuries, mental health, any sort of infection such as a urinary tract infection or respiratory infection, annual physical exams, sexually transmitted infection screening, and treatment for any other healthcare needs you may have. We are here to help. We have a licensed registered dietitian on staff who can help answer any nutrition or dietary related questions or concerns. We offer laboratory and x-ray services. We have a pharmacy on site where students can have their prescriptions filled, including any new prescriptions or prescription transfers. The pharmacy also offers over-the-counter medications and supplies available for purchase. We also have a health promotion team that helps educate students regarding their health and well-being. Part of this team includes the peer education groups that engage with the student population. We also have a sexual assault prevention and advocacy coordinator that provides confidential support and connects students who have experienced sexual assault or violence with resources. For students carrying the United Healthcare Student Resources Insurance Policy, you are required to first seek medical care at Student Health Service per policy requirements. If a student goes outside of student health, the United Healthcare Student Resources Insurance Policy will not cover the cost of insurance without a referral. However, please note there are exceptions to the referral requirements listed in your insurance policy. In the event of an emergency, or if Student Health Service is closed, students should seek care outside of Student Health Service if necessary. Student Health Service will submit your claims to your insurance company for any services rendered as long as we have your insurance information on file. This information can be uploaded through the Student Health Portal and should include both the front and back of the insurance card, as well as the policyholder's name, address, and date of birth. After claims have been processed by insurance, any patient responsibility amounts will be posted to the student's account. This includes copays, deductibles, coinsurance, or any non-covered services. Charges to your student account must be paid within 30 days or may be subject to a late fee. Student account charges can be paid online through Campus Connection or in person at NDSU One Stop in the Memorial Union. More information on our billing process can be found on our website under the Billing and Insurance page under the Patient Resources tab. The Student Health Portal is your student health service online health chart. Functions available through the portal include scheduling an appointment, complete appointment forms, view or print immunization history, view and print statements that show any charges, as well as upload documentation such as immunization records, outside medical records, consent forms, or insurance card information. Students can securely communicate electronically with Student Health Service staff through the portal. As mentioned previously in this presentation, we will utilize this system to communicate any next steps related to your international student screening appointment. Students may access the Student Health Portal through our website. Credentials to log into this site are the student's ndsu username and password. Please make note of our social media accounts if you would like to follow us on our pages on Facebook or Instagram. We've shared a lot of information with you today. Do not hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions. We can be reached by phone at 701-231-7331 or email at ndsu.immunizations@ndsu.edu. As mentioned earlier, all of this information is also available on the Student Health Service website under the International Students page. This page is a good reference if you would like more information. Thank you for your time today, and we look forward to meeting with you.